Fit for Life Radio, episode number 133.
Yeah.
33. Your host, I'm Gary.
I'm Will.
And we're here. Another week, another episode.
Another day, another dollar.
We're going to dive right in. We're going to talk about how junk food can be healthy. Right? And again, we always
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
What is junk food? We talk about not labeling things, but we kind of have to so people can conceptualize and understand.
Yeah, like what most people consider junk food.
You know, so things that are often labeled like bad and you can't eat, right? Like pizza and ice cream and
things are just like
candy.
High calorie, processed, or calorie dense, maybe is a better term, are what most of us consider to be junk food, which is usually what most of us, like the most. So,
and then what happens is we're going to start eating healthy, in air quotes. We're going to, and these gurus will say, well, these are the things you need to not eat, right? And then you're like, okay, I have to not eat this thing to be healthy. Ice cream, bad. Can't have it, must avoid.
Pizza, bad.
And ice cream and pizza aren't even the best examples because they actually have a decent amount of nutrition, like as far as like micronutrition. But so say even if like we take like gummy worms,
there you go. We're talking straight sugar, baby.
Not as much nutrition, but so obviously within the context of if your whole diet was gummy worms, that's not going to
be a bad call.
That's not going to be healthy, right? Because over time you're just not getting enough nutrition, right? So with the base of a nutrient-dense, whole, unprocessed food diet, then a lot of people think, well, yeah, that has to be 100% though. That is the healthiest diet.
Like you either eat healthy or you don't. You know what I mean? Like in terms of your food choices.
Yeah, and that you have to. I have to achieve this extreme level 10, right? But the reality is, so talking about nutrition and nutrients, this affects our physical health, right? But ultimately, our physical health isn't our entire, all-encompassing health.
It's one little piece of the pie.
Yeah, if you think of a pie, there's, like Will said, multiple pieces, right? And we could be pouring all into our physical at the expense of our other pieces of the pie.
Yeah.
Right? Like our mental health, our emotional health,
social health,
going
out and hanging out with people,
environmental health. What's the last one?
Existential. Your purpose, your reason for living.
All these aspects combine kind of into our actual full spectrum.
Our
whole health. And yeah, think about it. If you are just grinding, you eliminate everything and you just eat the most nutrient-dense food, but you're mentally miserable and exhausted, your health's taking a hit.
It takes a toll. Or if you cut out all manner of junk food and alcohol and everything and you stop socializing, like you don't go out with your friends, like that's also going to affect you.
Yeah. So let's talk about where food fits into that and quote unquote junk food.
Junk.
Right? First off, it has to be understood the context of that you're intentionally eating these things. And that's what we talk about when we work with nutrition clients. Our level 1 kind of first stage of the coaching is about bringing awareness and intention and attention to what we're consuming, right? Because our food environment is relentless. It's easy to overconsume. We do emotionally eat. And we can just do all this stuff without thinking twice. It becomes default, right? And then we have to bring attention and intention to
what you're eating,
to our overall eating patterns, right? Now, once we have that, which means now, so instead of just, we just come home, we didn't have dinner prepared, so we just eat the tub of ice cream, and we were stressed, and we just eat it, and you know what?
I had cereal for dinner.
Yeah,
that's a common one,
right? And we're just reacting. Yeah, that's not healthy.
No.
And we talk about this too with, it's important to tie these kind of foods, these favorite foods, these treat foods, these junk foods to experiences, because it actually helps enhance and give it an opportunity to be healthful, right? Because now you're tying it to things that can improve your mental, your emotional, your existential,
Your social.
your
You didn't say
yeah,
that.
aspects, right? So once we have that down, so our intention, which means we're choosing to eat this food on purpose, we're making the decision, we've made the trade-offs. We understand that having the ice cream and those calories we're intaking means saying maybe no to something else. We might have to skip our sweet potatoes from, lunch or whatnot. So again, there is awareness with the trade-offs. And then, ultimately it aligns with our overall goals, body composition, things like that. So, knowing your total intake, balancing that all out. So with that said, you don't have to 100% do chicken and sweet potatoes. It's probably better to do 80% chicken and sweet potatoes and 20% ice cream, right? And obviously these are broad placeholders.
Yeah. Insert whatever you normally eat.
Ice cream, then all your favorite treats. Chicken and potatoes, your favorite whole unprocessed foods, right? So say Will, goes out and decides, I'm going to have some pizza, right? And he has it with his fiance or with his brother or with a good friend. Now all of a sudden, this pizza, this junk food is giving him social health. He's created this experience and he's sharing it with someone else, right? And filling that social bucket, charging that social battery, so to speak. Then you could also say, so for me, if I choose, on the weekend, Saturday, I'm going to watch a movie with my wife and we're going to have ice cream together, right? Because I'm able to eat that ice cream without guilt, without stress, and yes, I get to have this and I'm enjoying it and it's bringing me pleasure and contentment. I'm gaining health, right? Whereas, yes, maybe just sweet potatoes would have been a better use of that 800 calories as far as more nutrition for my physical health. Well, you know what? I already eat that 80% of the time. I get plenty of nutrition.
Yeah, so your physical health is pretty much taken care of for the most part.
It's boosted up.
Yeah.
Now let me take care of, some emotional health, right? Or existential health.
You're going to get it one day.
Such a tough word. So, that's how in the context now of our entire diets and nutrition over the weeks and months, these moments are increasing our net health gains.
Yeah.
Right? Because we have a foundation of nutrition for our physical health, boom, check that box. And I'll be honest, just having chicken and sweet potatoes Saturday night, watching a movie with my wife, it would not be as relaxing. It would not be as enjoyable.
Oh. The ice cream, man.
Exactly. Boom, fill in those buckets deeper for the other things, right? That, in a nutshell, is how and why junk food is and can be healthy.
Can be.
Again, if your whole diet's ice cream, now like we mentioned, your physical health is taking a nosedive, and no bueno.
Yeah, consider the opposite too. If you're only concerned about your social health and you're always going out and you eat out 4 times a week and you drink every night, well, your physical health will start to be the one that's taking a little bit of a toll at the expense of those other areas. So there has to be a balance of some kind. So just, be aware of that. We're not saying that everybody's physical health doesn't need to be worried about, but, there are a lot of different things that we do need to consider.
Yeah. And then the true challenge with this, and it's a process, is learning the trade-offs, learning if this food is worth it, right? We have to be honest with ourselves. If you are whacking back Pringles on a Thursday
by yourself,
you could be like, oh, this junk food, I love it, right? But the reality is, like, look at it, analyze it. Is it giving you some kind of emotional health or social health? Are you just eating it by yourself and actually you're feeling worse about yourself?
Because damn, I just ate a whole thing of Pringles. Because that'll get you too. You go, like, you're having fun in this moment for 1 second while you eat your Pringles, and then afterwards you're really upset or feel guilty that you just crushed Pringles for seemingly no reason.
Yeah, and now you're feeling shameful, right?
Yeah.
So you're literally actually, it's not helping your health gains.
Not at
But
all.
now say you're a grandparent and your grandchild loves his salt and vinegar Pringles, right? And you're at the park with him and he's having them with his lunch and he's like, Grammy, Grandpa, you want some, can you, here, I'm sharing these Pringles with you. Now all of a sudden, you can eat those Pringles. They're excited. They feel like they're sharing with you.
Yeah,
this
it's a
whole
moment.
This whole moment, and you're getting gain, and you feel good about
Getting
this.
gains, baby.
You're getting them health gains, right? Whereas, could you imagine if you felt shameful, but because you're choosing to have this in this moment, you had 10 Pringles, and that's going to be whatever 200 calories, and you'll skip something later, or you're just aware. So again, so that you don't have to feel guilty. That is a perfect example of how that exact food, again, you have to figure out, is it worth it? What's the moment?
Mm-hmm.
How can this help, my other aspects of health? Is that trade-off worth it? And I think most of you would agree, sitting there on a Thursday afternoon by yourself because you're bored and crushing half a can of Pringles is probably not worth it. Whereas having a quarter can of Pringles with your grandchild at a picnic lunch, because they offered them to you,
that'd be fine.
that's going to be worth it, right? So that's the real challenge, is learning these things. And not every moment is going to be worth it, and you have to be okay with that and find those true moments. So for me, in general, a big part of junk food is social.
Yeah.
Normally, there's not much value in it for me when I'm by myself, because I've gotten to the point where, I'm fine and enjoy my whole unprocessed foods and love filling that physical health bucket, right? And also knowing there are going to be social things that do typically always involve food. So I would rather not have them when I'm by myself. That's the trade-off, right? Not have them when I'm by myself, so I can enjoy them without guilt and just pleasure and contentment with friends, fill
a couple buckets,
multiple
baby.
buckets, right? So like we had a pool party, right? And we're going to have a housewarming party this weekend, and it's going to be
and we're going to eat.
There's some junk food involved.
Oh yeah.
If you know me, I'm always on the run, up early and home late, so having a 3-hour morning routine isn't really in the cards for me. What is in the cards is AG1. It's a fast way to get vitamins and minerals I need to perform. I first gave AG1 a try because I wanted a single solution that helps support my entire body by filling in nutrient gaps and simplifying my morning routine. Since drinking AG1 daily, I've always felt strong and energized and ready to attack the day. Not only does AG1 deliver my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, and more, it's a powerful, healthy habit that's also powerfully simple. It's one scoop mixed in water once a day and every day. I know that AG1 is giving my body high-quality nutrition. Every batch of AG1 goes through a rigorous testing process, so you know that it's safe. And AG1 ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrition density. AG1 is a supplement that I trust to provide the support my body needs daily, and that's why I'm excited to welcome them as a new partner. Here is your chance to start every day this season with a gift to yourself. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase exclusively at drinkag1.com/provengrit. That's drinkag1.com/provengrit. Check it out. If you know me, I'm always on the run, up early and home late, so having a 3-hour morning routine isn't really in the cards for me. What is in the cards is AG1. It's a fast way to get vitamins and minerals I need to perform. I first gave AG1 a try because I wanted a single solution that helps support my entire body by filling in nutrient gaps and simplifying my morning routine. Since drinking AG1 daily, I've always felt strong and energized and ready to attack the day. Not only does AG1 deliver my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, and more, it's a powerful, healthy habit that's also powerfully simple. It's one scoop mixed in water once a day and every day. I know that AG1 is giving my body high-quality nutrition. Every batch of AG1 goes through a rigorous testing process, so you know that it's safe. And AG1 ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrition density. AG1 is a supplement that I trust to provide the support my body needs daily, and that's why I'm excited to welcome them as a new partner. Here is your chance to start every day this season with a gift to yourself. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase exclusively at drinkag1.com/provengrit. That's drinkag1.com/provengrit. Check it out.
And it's just all health giving, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I want for everyone to realize. Again, you don't have to take that guru approach of like, I can't eat this food. This food's bad.
Yeah, this is bad. It's going to give you cancer. You can't have it ever again. It's just not helpful. And then you start living in fear all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because then, what if you have it? Then you're spiraling. You're like,
Yeah.
my health's going down the drain, and then your mental health is terrible. Then your social health's probably going to take a hit because you're not going out with anybody because you can't eat anything bad. So just there's this negative spiral that happens when we kind of have that fear-based lifestyle instead of the opposite, which is learning to celebrate and enjoy yourself, with other people and experiences.
Yeah. So start noticing those times, those places, those experiences, and again, deciding and deciphering where you can get these health net positive gains from these, junk foods.
Yeah.
So,
and another thing to consider too, when we're talking about like junk food or highly processed foods that we really enjoy, for a lot of us, when you have something very often, it loses its luster, right? So if you eat ice cream every single day, it's just not quite as special and isn't quite as much of a treat when you have it all the time. So saving it for, experiences, social engagements, or time like, watching a movie on the couch, like it makes it even more enjoyable. It makes it taste better. So you're not just eating the same old thing.
Yeah.
Because most people know when you eat something often, it's never as exciting. And that's just how our bodies work.
Yeah.
So that's another part of it is like you do get an even more enjoyable experience by not having it all the time.
Yeah. And what you just mentioned is ultimately you kind of have to build structure. You can schedule it. You have to have some kind of framework.
Yeah.
You can't just be willy-nilly.
No
willy-nilly.
No willy-nilly. Even me.
Yeah. So like I said, one simple way is tying these foods to experiences. So built in, there's structure, right? It's only going to be when I'm doing social things, which means, I have to say no to it a lot of times. Actually, perfect example, this past weekend, Memorial Weekend, we were hanging out with my parents and watching a movie and had popcorn. And, and popcorn is a great snack, and I can easily work it into my overall calories, but ultimately I end up having like
a ton,
and then let me go make another bag. And then I was like, dude, just dig in the popcorn. So I bought a bag or a bunch from the grocery store for this week. And then last night I caught myself.
You were just making a casual bag, weren't you?
After dinner, I was like, I'm going to make popcorn, right? But then I'm like, do
I need this?
There's no, and then I knew where this was headed, right? Was like,
a popcorn a day is where you're headed.
Yeah, I'm going to make this popcorn Wednesday night, and then after dinner, then I'm going to want to make it tomorrow night after dinner, and the night after that. And
then the weekend hits.
Exactly, right? And, so again, this is where you fall back on like, and for me, I kind of have to have the guardrail of like, I don't need something different.
Yeah.
Whether it's popcorn, whether it's popcorn, whether it's ice cream, whether it's frozen berries, whether it's sour gummies, I can get in a habit where, I deserve or need something after dinner as like a nightcap. And then it just
snowballs
from there. So I had to like stop and like, no. But hey, at some point we're going to be watching another movie on the weekend or some special occasion. And then I'll have my popcorn. Let me make sure to tie it. Because ultimately when I have the popcorn, if I want more, I want to have more. And if I'm doing that every night, I can't. I have to kind of portion it.
Mm-hmm.
So, so again, you kind of bring that awareness, check yourself, and then go forward, right? You have to do that work, do that boring work of noticing and naming these scenarios and kind of crafting.
How am I going to navigate this?
Yeah.
Because, you can't go about it like reacting to it on a given day. Like, you definitely have to have a little bit of a plan in place. Like this weekend, perfect example. We have the, housewarming party where we're probably all going to throw down real hard on like tacos and whatever else there ends up being. But we're also, Whitney and I are going to the movies afterwards. So then it's the battle of, do I have two, social treats? Like, we probably won't get popcorn at the movies because, we just went real hard, there. But that being said, there might be another compromise. One of my favorites, so this is what Justin, so he's a dude that usually will go see Marvel movies together, but we'll have sunflower seeds. And then it ends up being like 200 calories. It keeps you busy during the movie, and you didn't just eat 1,000 calories worth of popcorn. So that's like my trade-off for that.
Hey, take a bag of walnuts in there. With
just crack it. I should do that.
You want to see Top Gun?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go see it.
Isn't it crazy? Like, I've had no desire to go. Isn't it crazy what peer pressure and social.
And hype?
Because
oh
I see everyone hyping it up. I'm like, I got to go see this movie. I haven't been to the movie theaters in 6 years probably.
Dude, I've heard it's good, though. Like, everybody that I've asked.
So now I'm getting to the point where I'm skeptical. Because I'm like.
Because it can't be that good?
Something's happening when you're there. Like, people are telling you to go say this. Because how can it be this good? It's Top Gun, right?
But the first one was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
We just rewatched it this weekend. That's what we were watching, eating our popcorn.
Yeah, we need to rewatch
it.
It
was so corny.
It is, but it's like iconic.
I mean, that's why it's good.
It's Whitney's favorite movie.
You know what bothers me about Tom Cruise? His tooth.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Like his teeth. You know how you have your teeth.
They're each side of the middle line
of your nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like a main front tooth.
He has one
right in the middle.
I gotta look, man. Hey, that dude hasn't aged much though. Let's talk about it. He looks good.
I know we started Googling people, and you look, and he's in his 60s now, and yeah, he looks almost the same.
Bro, is it the Scientology? Is that what it is?
That made but the tooth didn't shift, right? Are you talking about his aging?
I'm just talking about his aging, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, you're right though. Look at that. It's in the middle.
I know.
It's the main attraction.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was good. You know the scene that gets me the most in the original one, the volleyball scene.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's wearing jeans. Who plays volleyball in jeans?
He does.
Especially, dude. This is what, the 1980s. They didn't have stretchy jeans.
Nah, bro. He was tough in it.
That's like all denim.
He was tough in it in thick denim.
There's no way.
There was no breathing.
How do you squat? And they were tight jeans.
Maybe they were more elastic than you think.
This is the problem. This is why I can't do movies.
You think too much.
This is how my brain works. You
can't suspend your disbelief.
Right from the jump, like the tooth, right? Then the jeans playing volleyball. Then the motorcycle with no helmet.
Yeah, but people do that all the time.
No, and that's California. When I was living out there.
Yeah, it was the 80s too. Like
I was like, these people be on the interstate, 90 miles per hour, no helmet.
Yeah, I mean that's real life, especially like to be a pilot like that. Like something's like, not to make this sound bad, something's like a little bit off in that, like, you have that daredevil mindset and not as much fear as other people do. So yeah, like you're not gonna wear a helmet when you ride your motorcycle 100 miles per hour with just your leather jacket and pants.
But yeah, all that being said, I'm gonna go watch.
Yeah, I think we'll maybe here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the housewarming. Leave the housewarming with
Doomsday.
a couple of pocket tacos. That sounded right.
What's the drink that Diego's making? Palmanellos? Is that it?
I really think that you butchered that, but it was a really good try.
It's like a tequila spritzer type thing.
Micheladas.
Is a Palmanello a thing? Or is that just
That sounds like a bug.
The last name?
Palmanello? Oh, Palomos. Okay, you were close, actually. You were close. Palomos and Micheladas.
Okay.
What's a Paloma? Because I don't know. All right, it's a cocktail. What is it? How to make a Paloma. It's a tequila-based cocktail, tequila, lime juice, and a grapefruit-flavored soda. Bro, this soda, I saw him drinking it the other day, called Squirt.
Nah.
It's like the same. It looks like a Sprite. It's like they knocked off Sprite.
Squirt.
It's called Squirt.
I feel like Squirt is a better name than Sprite.
Squirt.
I mean, it gets your attention.
It does get your attention, that's for sure. But like, yeah. I mean, hey, I'm here for it.
What was the baby turtle's name in Nemo?
Squirt?
I feel like what's the more famous Squirt?
We should pivot. Let's pivot to something else. Let's pivot to a Michelada.
All right.
I never had a Michelada either. It's a Mexican drink made with beer, lime juice, assorted sauces, often chili-based,
Mm-hmm.
spices, tomato juice, and chili pepper. So it's like a Bloody Mary. It's like a
Yeah.
Mexican Bloody Mary.
Mm.
I've never had one. In my head, it was you put a Michelob Light in a pina colada.
like something they do at Plaza Azteca.
Yeah, what's the Corona-ritas they do
Yeah.
where they put a Corona in
Nah,
your
man.
margarita? I just thought that's what it was.
That's American. That's not.
That is
Mexican.
American. I should be ashamed for expecting that of Diego.
Mm.
So he'll probably be upset with me. But you know what, man?
Well, yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting in that deep health.
I mean, we're going into the deep health. But
Sh-
what about that? Just go in. I don't know if I can get down with that. I hate when food is on my drink.
Nah, I don't want my ceviche.
In your drink?
No.
You don't want floaters of raw fish? Well,
I honestly
just cooked fish?
I'll go as far as I don't even really like to drink alcohol with my meals.
Interesting. See, I don't mind that too much.
It's just
But like, I feel like you need to establish a little bit of a buzz and then
Mhm.
hold your baseline.
yeah.
But if I don't eat, sometimes, man, dude, 2 drinks and I'm
But
wasted.
to me, like food tastes way better than any alcoholic beverage.
I do agree with that.
Like
I would rather eat than drink, but if I'm in a social place where, like, you know, we are drinking, like, that's cool.
yeah,
I'll
I'll
have a
just eat
couple.
my meal and then get back to drinking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird,
Take a
weird
little
quirk.
Take a little break.
But yeah, deep health. So junk food.
Deep health.
Hopefully
Maybe have a Michelada with your friends.
this will make it click. Like we just want people to get off of there's so much food fear
And good and bad and healthy and unhealthy that, like, holy crap, it all exists on, like, a spectrum and, like, it's not all or nothing.
Yeah. And you can have these foods and lose weight.
For
right?
sure.
Again,
Absolutely.
It comes back to you have to be intentional. You have to be aware. You have to learn these things. It's not easy, but you can navigate, and it can be a net positive, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about health, like health's not just our physical. We don't just. It's not a game of like let me get the most nutrients as possible,
And everything's going to be fine.
and anything that's not this 10 out of 10 is
Going to
bad.
kill me.
Right? The reality is, some of those things won't serve us in other aspects, and our junk food can. So leverage that, right? And ultimately, it comes down to the old, simple, cliche, generic, like kind of 80-20.
Yeah.
So yeah, 80
It really does work, though.
80% whole unprocessed nutrient-dense foods and 20% of your fun favorites, right? And like I said, when we tie them with people we love and shared experiences, we're able to fill a lot of other aspects of our health.
Yeah. They're more powerful tied to other things. So, yeah, just work on it. And the summer's a good time to do it because we are having, more social experiences. So working on balancing, your normal days where there isn't a lot of celebration or social stuff with the things that we do on the weekends, like going to the beach or cookouts or things like that.
Yeah. And if you're interested, we share stuff like this we have a free Facebook group. We have giveaways, posts, lots of little resources, discussions. Sometimes we'll talk about the podcast episodes, and we'll have a link in the description. You can also search on Facebook. It's Fat Loss Secrets for Busy Adults. Yeah, just ask to join it. We'll
hook you up.
bring you in. So that's that.
Yeah, we're good.
Thanks for listening. Again, getting in the group's great for discussion. Also, our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Reach out, give us topics, ideas,
Holler.
thoughts.
Ask questions.
Let us know.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening.
We'll catch you next time.
As always, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to learn more, check us out at coastalfitnessva.com or garydeagle.com. We'll see you next time.